Okay, this is Ringwalk Media. It's a Monday morning. It's been a very, very hard session. It's the penultimate week before your fight. We've got Brad Rea with us. Brad, I want to ask you how you are because you've had a bloody tough one this morning.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm happy it's finished. But nice, tough Monday, mate, to get the week off. Last big week of graft in the gym this week coming up. So, yeah, head down. Light at the end of the tunnel now. And, it's nearly fight night. I'm excited.
Well, listen, there's been a few interviews flying around now from the opposition. Tyler Denny's been out there talking about the fight and how much he's looking forward to it, and it's a good 50-50 fight. So how you see it? You see it as a 50-50?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Two good domestic lads. Obviously, I'm a bit more up and coming, newer to the circuit. Tyler's a little bit more seasoned, been there, done it, been in some of the bigger fights, and it's, I won't call it a crossroads fight, you know what I mean? It's not like that, but, it's kind of a big step up for me, and, it's a fight I'm excited for. I think it's going to be one that's kind of caught the imagination of the fans a little bit and thought, oh, that could be tasty. And, I'm confident that me and Tyler are going to deliver, and, it's going to be a good, entertaining fight.
I think one of the things that have come out from that, you just touched on it, is the public have sort of jumped on this one as if it's like a proper decent English, domestic fight. And we haven't had one of those for quite some time. There's a lot of interest about this fight, and I think there's going to be a big crowd as well, isn't there?
Yeah, I know I've done a good few tickets, obviously in my hometown, but it's the type of fights that people want to see this, mate, and that's why I want to be in these fights. And the promoters are getting onto it now. This is what people want to see. This is what people want to see, because when you get two lads who you've followed the career, you've seen them fight, when a fight gets announced like this, you go, oh yeah, I remember Denny looked good against Wilson Bent, and Ray was in a good fight with Jesse. That's a good clash of styles, when you know both the lads, and it's a fight the fans want to see, you know what I mean? People want to see stuff like this, so that's why I want to be in the fights that people want to see.
Well, thankfully it is now an English title fight, and it took a little bit of time to sort that out, didn't it? Because it was a bit sort of up and down. Tyler Denny sort of turned around and said, well, it's down to your side to sort that out, and vice versa. It was all a little bit mixed up, but it's good to see that now Boxer have sorted that out. It's an English title fight. I think the mandatory now, obviously Brad Pauls, you have to fight. Whoever wins has to fight, Brad, don't they?
Yeah, it was nothing to do with Tyler. It wasn't the fact that Tyler wasn't willing to put the title on the line. It was just that we had to sort out mandatory. He was ordered to fight someone else. We'd already signed this fight, and luckily for me, my team pulled the strings that they had to, and they've delivered on what I've asked. So it's down to me to deliver now, November 12th. They've done everything I've asked, and they've got the title that I want in my hometown. So yeah, it's down to me now, no pressure. But yeah, the winner of me and Denny have agreed that first title defence is Brad Paul. So getting another one fight at a time, but that's another tasty one for the winner. Maybe early next year.
Yeah, and it's going to be a big occasion. Obviously, Ricky's fighting on the end of that fight. It can't be the same because it's an exhibition, obviously. But the Manchester Arena is going to be, pretty much sold out for that. So it's going to be a great atmosphere when you come out.
Yeah, 100%. I know I've done well with tickets, and obviously Rick's raking it. You know what I mean? But the atmosphere is going to be bouncing in there.
I think every Mancunian pop star is going to be at the ringside, aren't they, on that fight?
Yeah, I'll try. I doubt they'll be there for mine. They'll probably just walk up for Ricky. I'll see him at the after party. Nolan, get Nolan Liam there, and I'm fucking laughing.
And just talk about your preparation, because obviously I've seen you all this year now in the gym, and you have stepped it up big time in this camp, haven't you?
Yeah, 100%. This is by far the best camp I've had, because I know how tough the task is that I've got ahead of me. I know how tough of a fight Tyler is, and so not skipped any corners, no stone left unturned. I've really put the work in. I'm well ahead of where I am in my weight usually, and we're on track for a career best performance.
I do think it's going to be a really good fight. I was actually at the fight when Tyler won his title against Rea, and he came inside an awful lot. You like to sort of go the other way. You like to go outside to in. It measures up to be a proper domestic clash that could be quite a battle out there.
Yeah, I think it's a good clash of styles. And I said the other day, I think at some point, it's going to catch fire. It's going to get tasty. I don't know when that point's going to be. It might be from the first bell, but we'll see. But yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. And like you said, these are the type of fans the fights the fans want, and hopefully it's going to be one that the fans will enjoy.
Obviously, you're managed by Steve Woods. He's done a great job with you in the last couple of years. If you are to win this, and you obviously got to defend against Brad Pauls, you'll do that fairly quickly, I would imagine.
Yeah, early next year, you know what I mean? Start obviously have a bit of time off. It's been a long, grueling camp this. I've really put the work in for this, so looking forward to a nice rest over Christmas. A couple of festive bakes and a few pints and that. And then, we're straight back in the gym, straight back to work. March time, that'll be a great fight. But for me at the moment, mate, I'm just tunnel vision. November 12th, that's all I've got on my mind. I've really seen a kind of change in myself, kind of this camp, and other people have seen it as well.
I've seen it. Yeah. Totally focused.
Yeah. So literally at the moment, mate, just tunnel vision. All I'm thinking about is November 12th, Tyler Denny, English champion, and after that we can go from there.
There's obviously a couple of other fights going on in the next couple of months that are interesting. Denzel Bentley, he's got his shot at the world title. He's got a very tough fight there, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, he has. I'd love for him to see him do it. But yeah, it's a big ask. That is a big ask. It's Jambiat for me is that man in that division that no one wants any part of it, and you don't blame him. But I've seen a few dodgy comments on Twitter this week from I don't know whether it's from him or whoever runs his Twitter or whatever, but for me you don't need that shit in boxing. So I'd love Denzel to go on and get the job done. Wish him all the best, but for me it's a big ask.
And then of course we've got at the end of your show you've got Ricky Hatton. He's making his homecoming. It's going to be an absolute spectacle. He's fighting Marco Barrera, who is quite active. But we've seen Rick this morning. He's lost so much weight. He's so fit, and he's absolutely chomping at the bit. You've been training alongside him. What do you think what do you think that fight's going to be like?
You know what, mate? I think on paper, it's an exhibition, and they know it's an exhibition. They're not trying to sell it as anything else. You know what I mean? It's not like these fucking YouTubers or it's not, these influencers and stuff like that. It's not like that. They pals, they know each other well. It's an exhibition. But if you're telling me Ricky's going to be boxing at a packed out Manchester arena, blue moon walking to the ring, if Barrera starts getting a little bit tasty, mate, he'll be thinking, you're in my backyard, I'm not letting you get away with this. And I think he could get a little bit tasty, mate. Obviously, I think big gloves and stuff in it. I don't know if you've got a winner or whatever, but I think it could get a little bit tasty. They're both elite level fighters, and no matter what you say, you'll have a little bit of ego. Where if you get clipped with a shot, you'll think, cheeky fucker, I'll give you one back. So yeah, I think it could catch fire a little bit.
I think, quite frankly, the second that bell goes, Ricky's not going to stop.
Mate, we're seeing the year's blue moon, mate, and that arena starts bouncing. He's going to be rewinding the years, and yeah, mate, he'll be thinking he's back in my Costa too.
Well, listen, there's still some tickets available. It's 10, 11 days out now. Where can they pick up the tickets? They still come to you for tickets?
Yeah, I've still got tickets. Go on my Twitter, Instagram bio, Facebook. Have a little scroll down, and it's usually attached to some kind of post, or just give me the message and I'll fire it over. And
we just want to clarify that people who buy tickets from you for your event will still then be able to watch Ricky, won't they?
Yeah, 2 for the price of 1. It's going to be a fucking good night. It's going to be a good night, good value.
And we've missed out the main event, to be fair, which is, we should talk about it. Natasha Jonas unifying again twice in 2 fights. I mean, again, that's almost like a homecoming. I know she's Liverpudlian, but she's almost in her back garden. It's going to be a good fight, that one again.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's probably Tashi's toughest test at this new weight, but for me, I think she'll come through it. She's looked strong since moving up, and I think the fact that she is just so comfortable at the weight and she don't have to worry about making weight or anything like that. And she's so good technically. Now she's got a little bit of extra weight behind her. She's got that pop and stuff. She's looked strong. So yeah, I think I'm confident Tasha's going to get the job done.
And there's some big fights out there aren't there? Terry Harper's now a world champion again. Obviously, Katie Taylor's still going along. We were there Saturday night to see her win. You've got Serrano that's going along. I mean, there's a couple of very big, tasty ones out there for her if she wins this one. Yeah,
for me, the Harper rematch is the fight that I want to see. Thought she was very unlucky in the first one, but for me, Katie Taylor and Clarissa Shields are kind of just a step ahead of everyone else, and it doesn't look like they're slowing down, to be fair, Katie Taylor, but they're talking about a homecoming in Ireland. I think I'd maybe like to see the Serrano fight, and then I don't know if
that's going to be March. Apparently, Eddie said on Saturday it's going to happen no matter what.
Nice. Well, yeah, that's the one, and I don't know where she kind of goes from there. She's done everything. She's ticked it all off. Shields, obviously, I'm a big Savannah Marshall fan, but for me, she was good the other week, man. She was like really, really good. The rematch, it's there. Pete is a great coach, and if anyone can kind of make the changes, and
I'd be interested in that, because I think she was, she was outclassed on the night, but there's a lot of improvements, and Peter's a great coach, isn't he?
Peter's one of the best coaches out there, and I think with a few little tweaks and stuff, which Peter will know what to do. It wasn't a completely one-sided fight. It was nip and tuck rounds. She started very well, Shields, but I'd love to see that fight again. I think that's the only fight for her, really. Who else out there is gonna challenge Shields? No one. She's too good.
Well, listen, 12 days to go. You got a hard week this week, bit more sparring, and you're gonna get yourself all ready for fight week with Boxer next week.
I just wanted to be here now. I feel like I'm ready. You know what I mean? Come on, stop me up 2 weeks.
You've got a little bit more graft to do this week, mate, but we wish you the best. Obviously, we'll be there, and we are going to be the first people to speak to you when you win your championship. I'm sure you'll do well, mate.
Belt over my shoulder.
That's it.
Top one, mate.
Brad, nice one, thank you.
Nice one, thank you.